Hello, hello, hello. Come on in, everyone. Come on in. How is everyone today on this Tuesday? This Tuesday, the day of Mars, right? Yeah, come on in. Come on in. So while everyone's coming in, let me say hello. Hello, Nyla. Everyone give Nyla some blue hearts. Hey, Nyla Boo. TMKC. Hello, Britiani. Hello, Donna. Shay Renee, happy Rovember, right? Joanna, Journey with Corinne, Sunray Physique, right? I'm trying to get my physique better, right? I'm gonna be doing my ballet later. Isis, Starry Eyed, Tiff, Kev, Tech Nerd Girl, right. So y'all here, right? Hood Mistress Reloaded. Hey, how you doing, boo? Renaissance Woman. Hey, Sarah. That's my Sarah right there. So yeah. Happy November to you. But I gotta tell Mr. Hoodoo, his Founders Day is this month. So, you know what he is if I'm saying his Founders Day is this month. But yeah, so esoteric chat and chill. And I hope it's not too loud. My building, the carpet is getting replaced in the hallway, so they're out there working. So right now I'm here live from the bedroom. But today's stream was really about one thing, but I feel like I need to reiterate something again because I think that sometimes people don't understand that people are going to people, right? Yeah. So today we're going to be talking about, cuz the voting took place on Patreon. Today I'm going to share with you all some of my biggest wins, right? When I did my rituals, when I did magic to, work at a certain angle with something that was going on in my life. So I'm going to be sharing those wins with you all because I kind of want you all to understand, and it isn't everyone. Some of you all understand, some of you don't, that, you know, well, first of all, we don't just use magic for every little thing, right? But when there is a need and when you really need to do something, yes, use the magic. Um, Also, as a worker, if you're going to be doing magic, you have to test it, right? Just like a scientist tests their hypothesis or they build something like in a lab, you have to test it and see how things work. So there were times that I was doing that as well, right? Magical testing to see how things work for me. So I'm going to be sharing some of my successes um over the years as far as, how magic, did the damn thing and showed up and showed out. But um before I get to that, I want to talk about this notion of that some people have, right? And let me say this, what I'm about to say isn't to scare people, right? This isn't to scare people or fearmonger. But I have to say, just because you are out there minding your business, drinking your water, you're not bothering anyone, doesn't mean that someone cannot or will not throw some spiritual bullshit at you. Okay. And again, this isn't to make anyone paranoid, but I am telling you the truth and I'm going to show you. Okay. I'm going to show you. So, I'm going to show you. It really do be like the spiritual purge happening out here. And because many of you are not versed in that world or you don't see some of the things that I see all the time, it may be a foreign thought process to you, right? Um Yes, I'm here for it. I did my 1.72 miles in like 30 minutes earlier this morning. I gotta do my ballet later. But yeah, I'm on it. Um sis, now come on. We all know 11 times 2 is, and I love you, boo, but but yeah. Yeah. But this right here, Donna is really on it right here. People these days throwing magic for not saying hi. And this is a very real thing. And again, I want you all to learn something so that you can at least cleanse and protect yourself. Because just like Donna said right here, people are throwing magic for the smallest things. You may not feel like you did something wrong, but all it takes is for someone else to feel like you did something to them for them to start doing bullshit, right? Even if you haven't done anything wrong, um, someone is, and I've had it happen to me. I have had it happen to me. I didn't know what it was back then, but I had it happen to me. Um, People nowadays, especially with so much information out there, this is the internet age, you can kind of look up some of anything. Yeah, people are doing bullshit, right? People are doing bullshit. So I say this to say, at least learn to cleanse, at least learn to protect yourself because people do bullshit to you, right? Whether you did, even if you haven't done anything. Right. And that's when using magic like that is wrong, right? That's wrong. And I do not advocate for that. Okay, so I'm going to show you some things that I pulled from this Facebook group that I'm in. It's a magical Facebook group. I'm going to pull some things up and I'm going to show you, right? I'm going to show you again because I've talked about this at least 2 to 3 times before this year. I have to say it again. Okay? Yes, Kev, seriously. And see, it's not about you wanting them kind of problems. You could be the newest person in the office, and someone is mad that you're the new person and getting attention, and they don't like you because of that. And then do some bullshit. That's what happened to me. Matter of fact, that's what happened to me like 10 years ago. There was a woman where I worked. She didn't like that because I came there. I was the newest person there. And unfortunately, because I am the gamer, the nerd, I do quote unquote male type stuff. Like I have a bow and arrow. So I was showing people like, yeah, here's my bow, here are my arrows. Yeah, we go to the shooting range. Or yeah, I have this. Or yeah, I like ATVs. Or yeah, this is my favorite game. Yeah, let's exchange gamer tags. I'm gonna add you on PlayStation Network because the men were flocking to me because I have those types of hobbies and interests, and she wasn't getting the attention anymore. That bitch did some shit and she got me fired. Okay. I didn't know what it was back then because I wasn't doing this type of work back then. But the bitch got me fired. Okay. Just for that, I did nothing to her. Okay. So I just want to let you all know, don't think that people won't do things to you with you not doing anything. Don't think that at all. So make sure you learn some cleansing, learn some damn protection. Okay? Exactly. Exactly. So listen, there are a lot of weird people out here, okay? But I'm going to show you all. I'm going to show you all because I have this is probably like the third time I'm saying it this year. Okay? Yeah, absolutely. An alternative to using I mean it depends on the spiritual bath. It depends on what it's for. But ammonia is a great cleanser as far as spiritual baths goes. And you don't need a lot of ammonia, just a capful. But yeah, so I'm going to show you. So let me pull up. Um, I went and took some screenshots today in this group. Who said that? Oh my God, I do archery too. Yes, I have a compound bow with custom cut arrows made for me. Yes, I do. Yes, I have a compound bow. Mr. Hoodoo and I both have compound bows with custom custom made arrows, you know, for both of us. Absolutely archery. And I have to find my I'm not going to mention that in the chat. But just know, I have a very unique range of hobbies. So yeah, let me pull up these pictures really quick so I can show you all. Because again, being out here without protection, without some guidance, you out here raw dogging life. I keep telling y'all, stop doing that. Let me pull these pictures up because I literally, um, let me go back. I'm about to pull these pictures up. Let me edit this real quick and um let me crop this real quick. Crop this some more before I show, because I'm not gonna put her so I'm cropping this. You can't see the date anymore, but you'll be able to see that it's from Facebook. Okay, done. But yeah, like I need for you all to just understand. Okay, done with that. Okay, let me add these pictures to the stream. Okay. Do 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 do. Let me do this like this. Okay, let me do this like this. Okay, so let me know if you all can see this, right? And let me do this. Well, let me do this. Give me 1 second. Because I'm in bed right now. I'm relaxing. Oh, nope, you can't see it because I got to add it to the screen. Okay, so here we are. Okay. As you can see, this is September 26th, 2021. Okay. This is from 2021. Hey, Tim Lee. How you doing? Hey, April Dawn. Hey, Miss Asha. Hey, Essence of Offset. Okay. Not the Doug funny thing. I didn't even realize I was humming that. Okay. Okay. So, do you see this? Did you ever see some revenge on an ex? If you did some magic stuff, did you feel better or worse afterwards? My ex dumped me in April for another guy after 6 years of friendship and 2 years romantic stuff, so 8 years in total. Part of me is thankful that that breakup has also pushed me back to magic, but a part of me is also burning and burning and burning. So this person was in some type of relationship with someone. The person broke up with them, and now they're asking about doing revenge. They're asking, at least they're willing to have a conversation about it. And as you can see, there are 98 comments, right? But yeah, this is actually a man. This is a man. But after 5 months, I still feel the urge to take action and show him that his behavior has consequences and dire ones would be the best. This man is mad that his boyfriend or whoever it was broke up with him and is looking to, you know, asking about revenge. Asking about revenge. Asking about revenge. Okay. So let me go to the next one, see if it'll come up. Okay. So let me pull up the next one because I got a bunch of photos in here. Let me go pull up the next one. Okay. Okay. Let me add to stage. Okay. This is another person. And this one was from 2021 too. I did my first in the moment hex the other day. Someone was extremely rude to me and this in front of others. I took that energy, my anger, and called on Dantalion and made my request saying, please do use this energy that has been generated by the situation towards my request. I saw evidence of my request fulfilled the very next day. Felt so much better for it too. Thank you, Dantalion. Dantalion is a goetic spirit. This is a woman. Now, this one is a woman. So if there are people out here who feel like even if you are being rude with them, like you may be having a bad day or whatnot, or the customer service person, that you're on the phone with because they trying to tell you something like you boo boo the fool, and you're having a conversation with them. If they feel like you're being rude, this is what some people will do. Okay, this is a woman. Okay, so let me show you the last one. Let me show you the last one. This one is recent, as of last month. So I'm going to show you another one. Okay, I'm going to show you all another one. And like I said, this one is last month. Okay, this one is last month. Please help. I need your guidance to remove any jealousy and evil eye put in me. This person has a small home based business that they work very hard the last 2 years to establish from scratch. So imagine that you're out here, you're starting a business, you know, and as you can see, this is October 19th. This was last month. This person posted this. Imagine that you're out here, you're starting your business, you're working hard to build that good business foundation. You work hard for 2 years, right? Then here comes some bum, right? That, they ask about your business. You say things are going really good and everything like that. This person then turned around and probably cursed you because they're jealous. Okay. Based on what we're seeing here, this person did nothing, but some jealous bitch, okay? Some jealous bitch was mad because they didn't put in the work, right? And curse this woman, and this woman is trying to figure out how to remove the curse put on her because of some jealous bitch. So this is what I'm telling you all. This is what I'm telling you all. Please don't think, and like I said, it's not to fearmonger you. I just want to make you aware that even people who are out here minding their own business, if someone else is jealous of you, they don't like you, they feel like you're still in the spotlight, um, you didn't speak to them, you're the new person that, like, all these different things, and same thing, like, yeah, I know a few people that this has happened to. Okay. Don't think because you're out here minding your business that you have no need to protect yourself. Yes, you do. You may not have ever had your car stolen. You may not have ever had your car broken into, but you sure as hell lock your car doors. If you have a garage, you probably park in the garage. Your car has an alarm sensor, right? Don't think that people are out here living right, living morally, living with integrity, because it's a bunch of bums out here that are not doing that. Okay. Make sure for the 12th millionth time, you at least learn cleansing and then do your protections. And you need to do it on a maintenance schedule, whether it's every 2 weeks, every month, or whatever. The same way you go get your coochie wax, the same way you go get your nails done, the same way you get your oil checked, the same way you go for your doctor's checkups. You need to add this in there, okay? Because what it does, the cleansing removes the bullshit, the protection keeps a lot of things at bay, and it keeps speck like it keeps things from becoming so much worse. Okay? It keeps things from becoming so much worse. Something will just be a speck of dirt instead of the mountainous bullshit that they threw at you. But like I said, back then when I had got fired because of this bitch, I wasn't doing anything. I didn't know until, like I said, I had a reading with someone and she told me, like, yeah, it was her. I didn't know. Ever since then, I'm like, all right, bet. So I just want to show you all this to show you that you can be out here minding your business and it's on and popping. So exactly. This right here. Yep. Hey, Miss Coco B. Hey, Alikia. Yeah. Hey, Boost. But yeah, so I just wanted to show you all this because I'm going to keep drilling it into your brains. Don't think that just because, well, I'm not doing anything, we don't have to do anything. You're existing. And if someone takes offense to your presence, your success, your beauty, your healthy relationships, your money, your whatever it is, if people don't like it or they're jealous, they take offense to it, they don't like you, they're in some secret competition with you, absolutely. So learn some cleansing, learn some protection. I don't care who you learn it from, what path you learn it from, but learn something. Okay? All right, cool. So, with that being said, we're going to transition into, I'm going to talk to you about some of my wins, right? I'm going to talk to you about some of my wins. And I won't go into exactly what I did, because then people will be calling me a whole demon, right? But I'm going to show you. So let me go back to 2019. I have to pull up my old my retired notebook, right? I have to pull up my retired notebook and I have to go, what's that, 2019? Yeah, it was 2019. Okay, so, and you can all hear me flipping through these pages, right? Yeah. Because and this right here is important because I had a client, and those of you who were in my tarot class, right? My tarot class ended last night. We talked about this last night, right? Y'all better remove people from your life who ain't doing you no good. So, but yeah, people be out here, I'm gonna pray for you, and I just be looking at them sideways like, So yeah, let me pull up something. So what I'm looking for is my notes on this particular ritual that I did. I was working with somebody and I decided to test something out. Because when I stumble upon new ways of working, I often test it out to see how it works for me, right? To see how it works for me, how it does things for me, how it manifests for me, right? This way I can kind of learn the energetics, right? What? Where is that? Okay. I hope it's in here. Because I don't have my other books because they're somewhere packed away. I haven't fully unpacked all my spiritual stuff yet. And I don't feel like it because it's so much stuff and I have less space now. But yeah, so okay. Hey Lil. That's my boo right there. Hey Lil. Okay, so transmutation, right? Yeah, it is kind of related to alchemy because you're changing something to someone else. And Tech Nerd Girl, send me a message because I know you were telling me about some things and I can explain to you how to better do that because I know with some of the stuff that you're reading, it talks about transmutation. Okay. So, okay. Here it is. Okay. So, and we're almost to the date. On November 13th, 2019, right? I did this working and I was working with let's just say a spirit that works with money, right? I was working with this spirit and I asked for this spirit to bring money and gifts. Bring money and gifts to us without us looking for them or working for them, right? So pretty much free money. Free money, free gifts. Because I just wanted to test it out. I just wanted to see what had happened, right? I just wanted to see what had happened. So this date, this was November 13th. 2 days later, it started working. Okay. 2 days later, it started working. So, how did it start working? Because you all need to understand how money magic manifests. Sometimes people will give you money, sometimes you'll receive gifts and other items worth money. And then sometimes, like, people will take you out to eat, or you'll get a bonus out of the blue, or something like that. That's how money, or you'll get a deal, a new job, you'll get overtime, things like that. So, 2 days later, Mr. Hoodoo was at work. Somebody gave him 2 brand new pea coats, male pea coats, for the winter. One was brown and one was black. Each one of those coats was $300 a piece. So he received 2 coats for the total amount of $600 for free. Brand new coats had never been worn. Okay, then someone gave us a desk for the office. Now, we already had an office desk, but since this was a new desk, I took it upstairs to my spiritual work room. So I had a brand new office desk. So someone gave us an office desk. Someone gave him 2 brand new pea coats, right? He didn't have to buy pea coats. Um, and then someone else, so he got the pea coats on November 15th. On Saturday, November 16th, we got the desk, and then someone gave him a brand new barbecue grill. One of those grills where it's both propane and charcoal. A brand new $1,000 barbecue grill. Gave him a barbecue grill. Okay. Brand new barbecue grill. Okay. And then after that, and this was one of my favorite ones. From this same working, someone gave us club level seats for a Falcons game at the brand new Mercedes-Benz Stadium. So this was 2019. The stadium was new. We had club level seats. We were like 5 rows behind the Atlanta Falcons. Brand new club level seats. If you ever been there and down to the club level, it's really nice. So we had brand new we had tickets to go to this game. Someone was just like, "Hey, we can't go. I know you like football. Here, take our tickets, sit in our seats." And it was real nice down there, club level style, right? Like 5 rows behind the Falcons. You see everything great from down there. All the amenities, all the, nice bathroom and food places down there, club level. So, yeah. So, like I said, that was from one working that I did. And the results manifested that quick. So we had got stuff worth money, worth a lot of money, just from that particular work. And I was like, oh, okay. So make sure that you all know how you're writing your petitions and stuff as well. So that was 2019. Let me go forward and tell you all about something else that was, we were getting big gifts. Like these weren't just little stuff like that. It wasn't just little stuff. Okay, so I'm trying to think, where did I put this at? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm trying to think. I don't remember where I put this at. I can't remember. Oh, I know where I did this at. Okay. So let's move forward to 2020. The pepperoni wasn't quite happening yet, but this was February 6th, 2020. I'm looking at my notebook. I didn't even work with an entity this time. I just did a regular, just money drawing using money herbs, a money mixture, money oil. I did a regular money drawing work. And those of you on my Patreon, if you're at the appropriate level, you'll know what I'm talking about. So this was February 6th, 2020. I just worked with a green candle, praying over my candle, my money herbs, my money oils, all like that. Boom. So things about a month later, the results from this work started working. It was 2020. The pepperoni hadn't completely started yet, but we had decided we were going to sell our house. Okay. And we had a huge house. We had 4 bedrooms, 4 full bathrooms, a half bathroom, a 1,500 square foot finished basement. We were on 2 acres in a lake community, and we had a 28,000 gallon swimming pool. We had a very large house, and it's just the 2 of us. So we were just like, okay, let's sell our house. Let's downsize. What do you do when you're downsizing? You're prepping your house. We were getting the house painted, everything that you need to do to prep your house to get ready to move. That's what we were doing. I said February 6th. February 6th, Lil. So I did this green money working because I like to do my money maintenance all the time. So that was February 6th, 2020. A month later, here come the results. We had a pool table. Now, we all know that when you're selling stuff on like Facebook Marketplace and stuff like that, a lot of people try and haggle you. All the things that we were selling, people were paying the exact prices that we said. So we sold our pool table that was $1,200 because we had a pristine pool table. Okay. Pristine, was in the basement. We probably played pool on it a few times. Pool table sold for $1,200. We sold our beautiful living room couch. We had a chocolate brown full leather sectional with like the end of it was like 5 feet long. We sold that. The breakfast table, the lamps and stuff like that. And then Mr. Hoodoo, because he's a car person, he sold one of his cars. Okay, he sold one of his cars, got $5,000. Okay, so we, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad at all. with over, doing my one candle working with way over $6,000 worth of money coming to us from one candle working. From one candle working. Okay? One candle working. Like I said, he has multiple vehicles. He always had multiple vehicles. So yeah, just selling stuff off. So okay, so over 6,000 from that working. Okay. So now the one that I think, and there are plenty of others, but one of the ones that really, 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 really I'm proud of was when we sold our house. When we sold our house, because we all know what was going on with the panorama. We all know what was going on with the panorama. So when the panorama happened in 2020, we were just like, okay, well, let's just stay in the house until things get a little bit better. We all know 2020 was crazy. The next year, we were just like, no, we're really just ready to move. So in 2021, we finished the last of the preparations of the house, the painting. I mean, we did painting, we did a lot of work on the bathrooms. Like I said, we had 5 bathrooms in that house. We had like the front porch. We had someone who was a brick mason come re-brick the front porch. Like we did work, like we had sod put in. We did work to sell our house. So 2021 comes, we're working with the realtor. But before we work with the realtor, we were just like, how much do we want to sell our house for? Mr. Hoodoo came up with a number. I came up with a number higher than that. I was like, no, boo. We're gonna sell this house for close to $500,000. He was like, you think we can get that? I'm like, do you know who you're talking to? I'm gonna make it happen. The real estate agent comes. She's just like, are you sure this is the number that you want to advertise the house for? I said, yeah. We won't close to $500,000. I won't tell you what our exact number was, but trust me, it was close to 500. It was close to 500,000. She was like, okay. I did what I did. I talked to my people, my spiritual court. I talked to my various people. I did rituals with various different people. We went out of town that weekend so that the house would be free and clear and open for an open house. We came back that Sunday. We already had like a bunch of offers on the house, right? The first offer kind of fell through. Okay. And although we were bummed about it at first, I always tell people sometimes things don't work out the way you want it because you're going to get something better. You're going to get something better when your manifestations come out. First offer fell through, right? The second offer fell through. The third offer, because everyone was fine with the price of the house. No one was running. The third offer, that was the one that we ended up selling to. Here's why it worked out so wonderful. This person, right? Buying, so we're in contract with the person. They're doing all the underwriting and stuff like that. It had been a while. We didn't hear anything back. The person, they had the loan and everything. All right, cool, boom, it's good. And it's so funny how spirit works. This person was originally applying with a VA loan, right, for the house. Y'all know with that government money like that, they're going to want to do inspections and everything like that. So we knew, okay, with the VA loan, they're probably going to do inspections and stuff like that. Oh, guess what happened? His bank changed his loan from a VA loan to a traditional bank loan. that benefited us in our favor. See, the spirits will work for you on your behalf, right? The spirits will work for you. The bank changed his loan from a VA loan to a traditional loan because he was going that route to try and be able to find fault with the house so he wouldn't have to pay the full price. Okay? So you have to, if you understand like VA loans, like FHA loans versus traditional home loans and stuff like that, you understand what's happening, right? This man, he came with the VA loan because he was trying to get the house for cheaper. And I get it, everybody wants a deal. When we didn't hear back, and then our real estate agent called us and was like, here's what happened. The bank changed his loan type on him to a traditional loan. We didn't have to do any type of inspections. There weren't any faults to be found with us. That loan, that selling of that house was going forward with the price that we were selling the price for. Ain't no VA loan, bitch. The spirits did that on the back end. Okay. The spirits did that on the back end. So then what he tried to do, he tried to have his own inspection done. Okay, fine, cool. We know we have a good product. His inspector came back and said, yeah, so the only thing they need to do is make sure that the nails are fully nailed in on the patio deck, the wood of the patio deck. That's it. He tried again, failed. So, needless to say, in September 2021, that man, that house sale went through with all that money that we were selling that house for. Not money off, not you fix this, not nothing like that. Yup, he thought he was being slick, Lil. He thought he was being slick. He thought he was being slick. That paperwork went through, baby, and the exact price, and it made our house the highest selling house ever in that neighborhood, ever. So when people tell you like, oh, I keep telling y'all, don't be out here trying to raw dog life. Don't be out here raw dogging life without doing something. Yeah, absolutely. And that was some of my best work. Why? Because, and I know he was pissed, and I laughed on the inside about it because when the real estate agent told us, that the bank changed his loan without informing him, that's when I knew that the spirits were making sure that we were going to get the house for the price that we were selling it for. And he couldn't back out of it because we had stuff written in 2 hours where if you back out of this sale, and we're already going through this and underwriting all this paperwork, y'all have to pay us. You have to pay us money. You have to pay us stacks for backing out of this deal. Oh yeah, it was good. Oh, it was good. It was good. It was good. It was so good. It was so good. And that day when we went to sign all the paperwork, dude was sitting there salty as I don't know what. I mean, he was the Dead Sea salty sitting there because he tried it. My spirits, my people were like, no. And I had to tell Mr. Hoodoo, I was just like, I told you, let me do what I do, right? It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. Because I'm gonna do what I do. I'm gonna make sure it's going to be all right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, they informed him afterward. It was too late. But no, actually what happened, they did not tell him when they switched the loan. He ended up finding out. But the bank didn't tell him. See, they have to actually inform them. That works for people That's what people with no magic deal with. People who work magic to get things done, the miraculous things like this happen for them, right? The miraculous things like this happen for them. They didn't tell him. He found out later. He found out later about it. So yeah, for other people with no magic, yeah, the institution got to tell them. In my situation, no, they changed it, and that's just what it was. They changed it. They changed it on them. So listen, I don't know what it was, and I honestly didn't care. But like I said, I was laughing because that's when I knew. I was like, okay. And when the inspections came back, like, nope. Like I said, because with that type of loan, you don't have to have inspections. It was funny because we were waiting for the inspector to come that Sunday. I remember it was a Sunday morning. We were waiting for the inspector to come so we can let the inspector into the house, to do their inspections or whatever like that. And then the inspector never came. And that's what made us call our real estate agent. We were like, the inspector never came. Like, is the date changed for it or whatever? And that's when she went go calling day people. And that's when she found out. But the change to the loan had already been done. So the inspector that was scheduled to come out for the VA loan, she never came out because it wasn't no more VA loan. Yeah, it was real good. It was real good. It was real good. So, I sat there the day that we signed them 5 million pieces of paper. If you're ever buying or selling a house, you know what's up. Dude sat there. I mean, he was encrusted in salt. Encrusted in salt. So that was the working that got us one of my best ones. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I think I did 3 separate workings. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. Okay? Hundreds of thousands of dollars. So, if there's anyone out here who is on the fence about what kind of things can be done, no, I'm telling you, things can be done. These are the type of things that can be done. Again, you don't magic every little thing in your life, but when it comes down to important stuff, you absolutely do it. Absolutely, you better do it. You better do it. You better do it. Girl, you got you some money, girl. Girl, you bet girl, take that money, go get yourself something nice. Some money in this account? Girl, yes. That's right. That's right. Give my sis Essence of Offset some extra money. Yeah. And we got out while the getting was good. And I'm so happy that we did. We got out while the getting was good because when we bought our house, it was what year did we buy that house? We bought that house. It was 2011 that we bought that house. And we got a really good deal on the house. So we sold the house for way more than what we bought it for. So it was real amazing. It was good. It was amazing. It was good. So thank you, Spears. I can't remember what we did after that. But yeah, it was nice. It was nice. That's right, girl. So y'all keep doing y'all money workings. Y'all keep doing y'all cleansing y'all. But I'm telling you, like I said, this is when I'm doing my works, this is what I'm doing. We're getting money, we're getting gifts, we're making sure things go our way, right? So you don't have to fight so much, cutting down on red tape, cutting down on bureaucracy, cutting all that out, making your life easier. Making your life easier. So, Donna, email me. So yeah, I just wanted to share with you all some some of my best workings. I still have a bunch of stuff in there. Um, and if you're on my Patreon, you all know the other miraculous working that I did last year, right? If you're on my Patreon, you read about that. Um, a miraculous health working that I did for Mr. Hoodoo because it had to be done. Um, yeah, you need somebody to sign this paperwork. You better be doing that work. You need right? Need you better be doing that work. See, y'all need to get together and y'all need to do something. But the fact of the matter is, Donna, that you got people who like him and you got people who oppose him. Is yeah. But I have seen where some people have did work to get people out of office. I have seen that. So make no mistake about it out here, people. If you are doing the right works, you know what you are doing, you can get a lot of stuff done. Okay? You can get a lot of stuff done. A lot of stuff done. Okay. Thank you, Starry Eye, for putting that up there. So yeah. I wanted to share that with you all because, and again, a lot of times when I'm doing my work, they usually are within a few days to like a month of me doing my works, depending on what it is that I'm working on. Right? Right. Yeah. Yeah. And sometimes, even talking about that, Kevin, sometimes people need to use things to expand their network, right? What you all need to understand is that magic is going to be an equalizer for a lot of people, right? A lot of people, right? Expanding your network, being in contact with certain types of people, business deals with certain type of people that can elevate you, propel you forward, right? Because it's not necessarily always about money. Sometimes it is about network and access. So, um, yeah, it is about granting access or, because make no mistake about it. Make no mistake about it. And I'm going to let you all in on a little secret, okay? And when I tell you all this, and maybe you know it or not. I wouldn't even call it a secret, but it's just like a piece of knowledge that's out there. So, let me look at something real quick. Um, hold on one second. Let me see. Hold on one second. Let me see something. So you all need to just start looking into when you're looking at companies and when you're looking at very, very large symbols. Um, you need to understand what you're looking at. You need to understand what you're looking at. You need to understand what you're looking at. So go look at some stuff. And yeah. Go look at these things and see if you can pick out the spirits that people are working with, um and see which spirits are there in plain sight that people are working with, because it's there if you know what you're looking at. So you got to go past all of this, and I seriously say this because there's so much and people stay surface level with things, right? It's surface level with, oh, first of all, this is this is that. First of all, we got to get past this dichotomy of things, right? Because there is no dichotomy. It's several layers of whites, blacks, grays. Okay. Several different layers, several different shades. There is no, I'll say this. When it comes to, I'm going to say this as an example, right? And this is not meant to be an attack on anyone's faith. It's not. But the God of the Bible is wrathful, right? That God blesses and is wrathful and harms people, and the whole Exodus story, and that God, right, took revenge, right, and unalived a bunch of children, right? So we have to get past this mindset of this type of being is one type and this type of being is the other type. No, most of them, if not all of them, right? Because they're not from this plane of existence. They can do some of anything. They can do some of anything. They can do some of anything. So, um, that's what it is. So I say that, um, yeah, I say that, and I'm trying to say things without saying things because I really need people to understand this. And I'll probably talk about this like on my Patreon because yeah, yeah, because this was something that I was just like, oh my God, okay, this makes sense. So, yeah. But like I said, I just wanted to share some things with you all just to show you like the levels of how you can do things and the types of return. So, so I forgot the name of the spiritual worker who who the other large content creator had recently interviewed. That was a spiritual worker. And she has clients paying her like two stacks, to do work for them, right? And that spiritual worker said, she made a meal, a meal. She has a team that works with her and everything like that. So she's doing that. She's living her best life. She's using her magic to help people and make sure that she has her resources too. It's no different than what I just did or what I did a couple years ago when we sold our house. I made sure that we were receiving hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? Hundreds of thousands of dollars. So I say that to say, don't let people, I don't want to say keep you small time, but try not to be so small minded with things because you really can use this to build empires, to build um, your realms, to build your kingdoms. um, and things like that. Um, yeah. And part of that is, other people don't want you to move ahead, and that's on them. That's on them. So that's on them. But yeah, so does anyone have any question real quick? Um I'm not going to be here for long. I'm about to get off of here, but if anyone had any type of question, now's the time to ask a question before I go. Um okay, so let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about this, Donna. So I was at I read for this woman's party here in California back in September. Okay, so I was booked to read at her party. One of the people that I was talking to right at the party who came to me for a reading was telling me that, and let me say allegedly, was telling me that allegedly, um, Steve Jobs allegedly, loved the Kabbalah. Now, mind you, I'm in Silicon Valley. I don't know this person, but he was just telling me this. I was like, it makes sense. It makes sense. It didn't shock me in the least. Why do I always talk in code? Because for people who don't have open minds about things and people who are not knowledgeable about things that I say can be misconstrued. That is why. And because I don't want to scare people, which is another reason why. I don't want to scare people. I don't want to scare people. That's why. Girl, yeah. This is the problem. And again, if whatever established religion is, working for someone, I respect their faith, I respect their beliefs, but a lot of it is a control mechanism. A lot of it is control. Matter of fact, I was watching a video from someone who used to be a spy in the CIA, and he was talking about how religion is a control mechanism because they know that people will adhere to the control mechanisms. Absolutely, it's a control mechanism. You should one, you should know how your life, to answer this question, you should know how your life normally flows. Okay. You should know what's normal for you. If you're someone that has always had, good luck, things normally go well for you, and then all of a sudden there's a series of unfortunate events, you may want to look into that. You should also, to be sure, um, you should ask your ancestors or get a reading from someone who knows how to see these types of things in a reading. And again, I've talked about it before. This is really what divination is for. Divination is not for what's going on with such and such girlfriend and all like that. Yeah, we do it for fun here on my YouTube channel, but divination is really to look into things. You should be doing such and such type of magic. Is this type of magic going to work? What type of obstacles are you going to face? How can you better your life? Is someone doing something to you? That's really what the divination is for. Not necessarily for the fun stuff, right? Who this? That's really what it's for. And that's why I keep telling people, learn some type of divination. But yeah, so if you're someone who normally has good luck, things normally work out for you, and there's a series of unfortunate events, stuff that's really, really weird, people all of a sudden that you had good relationships with, they don't like you, there's arguing, there's fighting, there's weird stuff happening, like all of a sudden now you need your transmission in your car replaced, or all of a sudden you need a new heater at home, or all of a sudden your boss was giving you good praise last week, 2 weeks later now you're the most terrible person at work. You should probably look into that. You should probably look into that. But yeah, so you should be divining yourself, right? Because we're learning how to divine, we're learning divination with whatever our divination path is going to be, right? For me, it's tarot. We're learning divination so we can truly see into things. If you don't know divination, then you should get a reading from someone. And I'm not saying me, but whoever it is that you trust, that's where you should go. Can and I mean, I haven't heard or I haven't heard or seen anything like that. Um But I have heard of some spirits who were human changing their form. I have heard of that. So being that ancestors were once human, there's a possibility, but most of the time your ancestors are going to present themselves to you as they were. Right? So like when my uncle came to me in a dream, it was my uncle, it was him. I knew it was him. When my dad came to me in a dream, it was my dad. My sister lets me know that she's around, with images of herself. Um, Things like that. I had a dream once before where I knew it was some of my ancestors, and it was kind of like an old um like plantation, or it's some type of old 1800s looking place, and there were these people around. I couldn't see their faces because these were ancestors I probably didn't know, but I knew that they were my ancestors. They were still human and they were still black people. But a lot of times, if it's something coming to you and it's not in a human form, it's probably some other type of spirit. Um, yeah, and you should know yourself. Like that phrase, know thyself. It's true. If you know who you are as a person, you know your thought processes, you know that you're generally happy, you know that, except for, and I'm just saying, except for women, because we know that women sometimes, when our cycles come, right, we experience a bunch of emotions, we're sensitive and things like that. I'm not talking about that. If you know you're generally a happy person and now you're getting all these weird invasive thoughts, if you know that your life normally goes fine, and all of a sudden it's not going fine. I'm talking about all of a sudden, and it's not something that you did to yourself, like, you know, not, you forgot to pay the credit card bill and now the creditors are coming after you. I'm not talking about that. You did that to yourself. But something that's really, really, really strange and out of the blue and it doesn't make any sense, like a bunch. Sometimes it's a bunch of flies. Sometimes it's just really, really bad luck. Sometimes it's a bunch of bad financial luck all at once. Sometimes it's nightmares. Sometimes you have to know how your life goes. You have to know who you are as a person and then be able, like, if you're getting nightmares all of a sudden and you never had nightmares before, it's not a normal thing for you. There is a possibility, right? I'm not saying that's what it is. There is a possibility, right? A small one, that it could be some foolishness, right? So, and I'm just telling you because I've done this type of work for other people, like helping them clear stuff out. So, Hey boo. Keep yeah. You need to cleanse. Cleanse cleansing and protect cleansing gets rid of a lot of stuff. Spiritual cleansing gets rid of and lessens hexes and curses and spells that people put on you. You need to cleanse. A lot of the times it's just cleanse. It's just cleanse, 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 and put up your protections, baby. You cleanse to remove stuff, you protect so that people can't put stuff or the stuff that they throw at you won't stick, right? This is why we're in the ever-ending cycle of cleanse and protect. Come on now, Flora. Send me these messages on Patreon, Flora. That's what that Patreon space is for. Go back through Flora and look through all the earlier stuff, all the stuff that's tagged, learning the basics. Go back and look through that stuff because I'm explaining a lot of stuff. Okay. Go back and look through it. My Patreon is going to be an archive, an encyclopedia of these things that we're talking about, right? Go back and look through there. You always need to cleanse. I cleanse. I just took a spiritual cleansing. I did one last week for November 1st. I do it. I'm not telling you all about things I don't do. I'm not telling you all about works I haven't done. All the stuff that I'm telling you is my experiences. You need to cleanse all the time. You need to cleanse. Faux. Yeah, cleanse and protect. Absolutely. All the time. So yeah, like I said, like I don't be talking about like my Patreon, like to get people to come over there just to, like I'm teaching stuff and I'm explaining things behind things, right? So that, you can and I tag stuff, right? So these questions and we're gonna have like a stream like on Patreon just for Patreon people for some of these questions too, because it's like I want you all to know and I want you all to know how and be confident in what you're doing, right? So all that's gonna be coming. Water is a portal. But yeah, so with that being said, I am going to hold on one second. Yeah, okay, yeah. So sorry about that. I was reading something. But yeah, so yeah, you can do a lot out here and we laugh at stuff, but I want you all to keep telling you all stop raw dogging life. Stop raw dogging life. Y'all saw what the football player, y'all saw what she was doing. I mean, the football player wife, y'all saw what she was doing for her husband. She was making sure that he was gonna win so she can get her money. Stop raw dogging life. Stop raw dogging life. Now, I want you all to think about something. I want you all to think about Wall Street, and I want you all to think about the animal that's usually out there represented on Wall Street. I want you to think about that because that animal is a spirit that a lot of them are probably working with, a spirit of for real wealth. So I want you all to think about that. This is why I said go look at some of these companies. Go look at the color energetics of their logos. Go look at stuff. Go look at stuff. And you'll see a lot of your answers right before your eyes. Exactly, Renaissance woman. Boom. If you know what you're looking at, then you'll know what's really going on. You'll know what's really going on. And this is what's happening. There's a bunch of people out here doing, you got to work overtime or you worked hard to get a promotion, and then here comes somebody who, and that happened to me. I wanted to get a job at this particular place because this particular place still had pensions, right? I was like, well, shoot, I'm gonna give me a pension too. Oh, I did that work, and 3 weeks later, I was hired on. The person's spot that I was taking miraculously got transferred to some other department because I wanted to be there because I wanted the pension. I wanted the pension, baby. And ain't nothing wrong with one of them resources. So, y'all better do y'all work. Y'all better do y'all work. Yep. So if y'all thinking about Renaissance Woman, got it right here. If you all are thinking about, right, Wall Street, that animal of Wall Street, and that same animal, like when you go to some of these financial companies, they have this same animal represented like on their prospectus and stuff like that. You need to know what you're looking at. No, it's not going back and forth doing energy. It's doing their work, doing their rituals. It's doing your rituals, doing your magic, doing your spells, whatever it is that you want to call it. Doing whatever it is that you want to call it. But yeah, Renaissance Woman got it. She got it. She got it right here. She know exactly what I'm talking about. Go look at Wall Street. Go look at this animal that a lot of them have aligned themselves with. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Just like this. Yep. You have to know what you're looking at. And maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do a stream about like some symbols of stuff so you all will know what you're looking at. Yeah, I'll do that. Let me try and gather some, and we'll reconvene tomorrow. Um, looking at these symbols of things because I want you all to understand that there is the regular world, people who don't know what they're looking at, and then looking at what's going on. You can tell by the symbols and the color energy of what's going on. So they out here telling everybody else that this is such and such, this is bad, this is such and such. Don't do that. And they the ones out here enriching their lives and leaving you scratching your head wondering what's going on. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Look at this. Yep. Moon phase. Yep. Because we know timing is everything with insurance. So yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Merrill Lynch. Yep. That's exactly who I was thinking of. Yep. Yep. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, please, please, please stop thinking about, and I'm not here to force you to do it, but I just want you to understand that we are taught, society is taught things, right? So that you keep away from the real knowledge, that you keep away from it. Okay. So if you're scared of something, or if you're scared if you hear a certain word or a certain phrase, you're scared of it, you won't go near it. Right? Which leaves you without a form of help or a form of ally on the other side to help you do things. So, so yeah. And again, I'm never forcing people, but I just want you all to understand that a lot of things we've been told is so that you stay away from it, and they're out here using it for themselves. But you out here, not you yourself, but many people are out here stuck, not moving forward, don't have enough resources or provisions when everybody else is out here spiritual in their life. Yep. Push past the fear. So, and again, like I say certain things because I don't want you all to be afraid of me. But I'm trying to see who is here that was on my from my chat last night. Oh, Isis is here. Yeah, we were chatting last night. It was the last of my tarot class, right? And last night's tarot class literally turned into just a spiritual chat and chill, which is fine. I loved it so much. But I was telling those from the tarot class the kinds of levels of ways you can do things and things that I have learned, worked, and attained myself. And I'm pretty sure Isis can tell you, if I were to tell you all about that right now, you'd probably be scared of me. You'd probably be scared of me, right? Brittany, yep, you can tell them. Isis and Brittany, you can tell them about some of the things that I have known, worked with. They were probably be afraid if I told you all that. But the thing about it is I'm not living in no squalor. I got my money, I got my resources. Right. And it's okay. It's okay to work your magic for the betterment of your life. And I'm sorry, the betterment of your life usually involves money. So yeah. Yeah. I'm so glad that you're still here, boo. And that right there was a whole ritual, but we ain't gonna say nothing about that. We're not gonna say nothing about that. Yeah, Brittany would tell you like she was listening, like, yeah, some of the stuff. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Like if I say that, they'll be like, Q, you did what? You did that, Q? Oh my God, I sure did. I sure did. But with great power comes great responsibility. I magic responsibly. I magic responsibly. I magic responsibly. She said, "Dang, I gotta rewind." Yeah, girl. I mean, Nyla, whenever you want to call me and we can just talk about it, I'll tell you some of the things that I yeah, we can have that conversation whenever you're ready, Nyla. But yeah. So yeah, so but that's about it, you all. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go. We're gonna come back tomorrow, so I'm gonna gather some things up so I can explain to you all what you're looking at in plain sight, what you're looking at, okay, what you're looking at in plain sight, and I'm gonna try and find some of these spirits involved with this. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, absolutely. We do not work irresponsibly. Like if somebody now, if somebody, if I'm waiting for a parking spot, this happened to me earlier this year. I was at an event and I was waiting for this parking spot, and this chick came and pulled into the parking spot. Now, I'm not going to curse her with some magic because she jumped to the parking spot. I will say she better be glad I didn't have any of my tools with me because she would have had 3 flat tires. Um, for that. because she was wrong for that. But I'm not cursing someone for that. I'm not cursing someone for cutting me off in traffic. Now I will for heinous stuff. People who do the R word to other people who SA children, people who, they, you know, you were working with a financial advisor and they stole your life savings, stuff like that. Yeah, you do that then, but not for the person who cut you off in traffic. Not for that. You just do better with your driving skills and learn to keep them in the slow lane. But yeah, it's good. Yeah, the herbs are good. The herbs are good. I have a money drawing herbal recipe on my Patreon because I know some of y'all want to do y'all money work. Please do your money work. I have a money drawing herbal recipe on my Patreon that is a gift for you all, right? Stuff that you can just go into the grocery store and buy. People think that you just up in your grocery store game. And I'm gonna do that too when I go to the grocery store. Show y'all the different things that you can get. Like when we get into herbalism on Patreon, I'm just gonna go to the grocery store and just show y'all like all the stuff that y'all can get for y'all work at the grocery store. And no one is none the wiser, right? So yeah. Yeah. So yeah. But that's it, y'all. I'm gonna come back tomorrow. Either tomorrow or Thursday, probably tomorrow. Um, and just show you all so you can all really see what's going on in the world around you. And then we're gonna have um, a discussion about it. So my tarot class, Shay Renee was a 12-week tarot class that was separate from my Patreon. So that tarot class started in August and it just finished yesterday. It was 12 consecutive Mondays of me live teaching tarot concepts, the esoterics behind tarot, things like that. It was a 12 consecutive Monday. I was advertising it on my channel back earlier this year. So I really appreciate my students that I had. So yeah, that's not part of my Patreon. On my Patreon is just me explaining stuff and showing you all stuff. But yeah, that was a 12-week tarot class. It was a live tarot class. And so yeah, that wasn't part of my Patreon to answer that question. Yep, do your money work so you can go to Ross, baby. That's right. You can go to Ross. You'll have a good eBay habit like I do. That's right. That's right. Yeah, my tarot class. Yeah, that was, and I don't know if I'll ever do that again. 12 Mondays, an hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 hours every Monday. I don't know if I'll ever do that again because that live class, it took it out of me. It took it out of me. But it was good. I don't know if I'll ever do that again. Yeah. I'm getting into it. I gotta, and the reason why things don't come as fast on my Patreon is because I have to think about how I'm going to lay the foundation for like some of the next stuff. So I gotta kind of explain some, we have to get into energetics, right? And understanding the nature of things. So we have to kind of get into like spiritual laws, right? There are spiritual laws that help govern the spiritual world, right? And how we use and apply those spiritual laws, especially when it comes to like herbalism, right? Um, and then just also understanding that there is not one herbalism for all because we're not all one big culture, right? Hoodoo recipes are different from Wiccan recipes, which are different from stuff maybe from like the Vedic tradition, which is different from stuff from Aboriginals in Australia, right? So there's not just one big one. There's not one big herbalism. Herbalism is vast and varied, right? Because it's based on the cultures, it's based on the practices, and it's based on the location of some things, right? Every plant that grows in Australia does not grow in the United States. So just things like that. So there's not one big, um not needed for my Temu habit. Yes. Amazon. Yes. I have my eBay habit. Like I'm buying all my cute new gym clothes on eBay, all the stuff that I need, the stuff that I use, because I only wear like bare essentials when it comes to foundation. So I wear old bare essentials. They don't even make it anymore. So I have to find it on eBay. Really nice clothes, really nice linen dresses and stuff like that. A lot of not yeah, discounted, like I'm a purse person, so I love a good handbag. So the discounted, I remember this one $400-500 purse I had got like for $80 one year. That's where that's my eBay habit. Matter of fact, this is Mr. Hoodoo's eBay account that I jacked from him in like 2003 or like 2005. So it has his name on it, but it's my eBay account now. It's mine. So, so yeah, he know the packages come with my name on it. He know don't even look at it because it is what it is. It's my eBay package. Good. I'm glad it helps you out. No, no, they do. Yeah, I'm going to spiritual laws my um on my Patreon next because I have to, like I said, before we get into how do you create your own spell, I have to lay out all the different elements and combinations and stuff, things that people can pick from so that they have what they need to be able to create their own spell, create their own ritual. So, like timing, correspondences, spiritual laws, days of the week. Um, do you know how to do your divination? Do you know how to do cleansing? Do you know how to do like all this stuff? That's the foundation of a spiritual life. I'm not just like throwing spells out here and telling people to do stuff. You have to magic responsibly. Girl, yeah, that's been my eBay account since I don't know when. It's been mine for so long. Like if he wants something from eBay, he'd be like, "Can you just get this for me?" I'm like, "Sure, sure, babe, I got you. I got you." It's his name on it, but that's my eBay account. That's mine. That's my eBay account. Exactly. And notice the language that they use, right? So, yeah. So, yeah, I always magic responsibly. I say two things: drill responsibly. If you got to drill someone, make sure you're drilling for the right reasons. Drill responsibly and magic responsibly. So, but yeah, that's my eBay account. Matter of fact, like I got some stuff on eBay. Like I bid on something, and like it's just set up to just automatically pay. I win something on eBay, just automatically pay and just ship it to me. So I got to get some more stuff off eBay before we travel for Thanksgiving because we're traveling for Thanksgiving. Oh, so make sure you set up your consultation or reading with me or whatever it is you need with me before we travel because we're traveling the week of Thanksgiving. So ain't gonna be no readings or nothing like that week. Um, so make sure you all are set up whatever you need before that. Yeah, that's my eBay account. That's my eBay account, baby. That one is mine. His name on it, but it's mine. It's mine. His name on the account, but it's mine. His name on the account is mine. His name on that credit card, but it's mine. It's mine. It's mine. um, but yeah, so yeah, that's coming up in a couple weeks. Anybody can catch a drill. Yeah. hmm So yeah, like I said, people on my Patreon, I really am teaching you all there so you all can have good foundation. So probably sometime next week, Patreon people, we gonna have us a private Patreon powwow where we're gonna discuss the information learned so far so that you have a good understanding, right? Before we start moving, because it's kind of like one of those college classes where a lot of things are cumulative, where you should be familiar with things before we start something new. So it is like that. Yes, it's interesting. Hmm. So yeah, yeah, it's yeah. Right. So all right, y'all. So with that being said, I'll probably come back tomorrow and we can discuss some things out in the open so you know what you're looking at. Okay. Girl, you're not ready to sling spells at nobody yet. You're not ready. You're not ready. You're not ready. Because if you know, and I say this to people, right? You have to know that one, okay, so some people who feel the need to, let's say, curse someone, right? If you're going to curse someone, you need to curse them. You can't feel bad for it. You can't feel no remorse. You can't feel bad. You can't be, oh my goodness, but what about the people around them? You can't feel like that, because then that becomes a weakness, right? And if you're feeling bad, like why you gonna do it in the first, don't even do it in the first place if you're gonna feel bad about it. Just don't. And then also for people who, let's say, they want to curse someone, you can't feel bad about doing it. You have to hold on to that conviction and do it, and be angry and do it, right? And then on top of that, if, let's say, you drop your phone and break the screen on your phone the next day afterwards, the question is, are you going to be afraid that the spell backfire and that now you're being cursed? Or were you just clumsy and you broke your phone? And that's going to be the difference. That's going to be the difference. That's going to be the difference, because the first time I see it all the time, like, oh my God, I just did such and such to curse this person. And now I need a new tire. Is the spell backfiring on me? And then it's just like, then it's that whole conversation. If you're not going to be sure in your conviction of what you're doing, that what you were doing is right, because they needed that, right? Because sometimes we have to do things to prevent other people from doing harm, right? If you do some work for the rapist to go to jail, or the rapist is in a car accident and now they in the hospital, well, guess what? They ain't raping nobody no more. You can't feel like, if you're gonna feel bad about it, then don't need to step to that work. Just stay doing, whatever else. And then you also have to be sure and convicted and know that you did your cleansings correctly and you did your protections correctly. If you're doing all that correctly, then you good. But if you're gonna even be scared just a little bit of what may happen, you that's not the type of work for you. You have to be convicted when you're doing anything. When you're doing any magic, you have to be steadfast and knowing that what you did it because there was a reason to, and whatever it is that needs to manifest, there's a reason that it needs to manifest. Okay? Exactly. Right. Exactly. So a lot of people think that they are cursed, and there are people who are cursed by other people. At the same time, if you forgot that you co-signed a credit card for your ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend and now your credit bad or whatever, that's on you. That's you. No one's cursing you. You did it to yourself. You did it to yourself. If you stealing office supplies from work and you've done it before, and this the 10th time you've been stealing staplers and they catch you this time, no one's cursing you. You just need to be a better thief. But I say that to say, like, certain things, like if you are not convicted in doing things, like when I do it, I I feel that they deserved it. They deserved it, and I'll feel bad about it. That so doing something like that, you're probably going to need to with spell work, yes. And that's usually going to be spell work involving other spirits. That's going to help lift ancestral and family curses. You're going to need to call in other spirits for that. But can it be done? Yes. Girl, do it. Do it. Absolutely do it. And I'm not saying it like, yeah, 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 do it. But when people harm you, when people do things to you and, they're truly harming you, you lose your source of income, the landlord is a slum landlord, stuff like that. Absolutely. The rapist, the person that unalived your family member over something dumb, you know, um, the person that's harming your child, the person that's you see someone and they bullying, say someone that is um disabled, something like that. Absolutely you do it. Take out the community trash. Take out the trash. Someone that's out here breaking into everybody's cars in the neighborhood and stealing from people, or the person that would steal someone's wheelchair, all types of you do it. You do it. But it's not for, you know, it's not for small things. The question is, why would you do it? What's the point in that? And we just looked at that at the beginning of the stream, right? Where I showed the picture of this guy. He was mad that the boyfriend or lover or whatever broke up with him, and then he wanted to. The question is, why would you be doing that? What is the purpose of you cursing the ex lover? What is the purpose of it? Because if your feelings are hurt, then you just got to eat that. Now, if it's someone who you find out that the ex lover is essaying children, yeah. If your feelings are hurt, then your feelings are just hurt. You got to eat that. Yeah, if your feelings hurt, your feelings just hurt. It happens. But someone being grievous things, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, no, we don't just do things because we can. We don't do things just because we can. We do, like for example, there's a family member of mine, um, and I wouldn't even call him family. He's along the lines of family, but a family member, he was out here being a pedo, underage girls. And he right where he deserved to be, and he in jail. If I would have found out about it before he was in jail, I would have sent him there. I would have sent him there myself. That's what you use it for. You use it for that. The boyfriend who hurt your feelings or the girlfriend who broke up with you, you just got to eat that. You just got to eat that. Yeah, I mean, and they a bum, they a bum, but but yeah, though, you just got to eat that. But yeah, this family member, it was another family member of mine who was trying to be um, this big, illegal pharmaceutical businessman. I'm talking about he wanted to be a huge, 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 big one, and then like he was in jail. And then some of my cousins was talking about free such and such. No, his ass need to stay right where he at. You need to stay right where he at. Yeah, no, we don't, not for little things. Not for little things. Boom. Yep. Yeah, no, you just gotta eat those feelings. But I'm talking about like grievous harm. Like grievous harm. Children, because I did it. I didn't know I did it. The person who SA'd me when I was a child. Oh yeah, I sure did curse them. I sure did. I cursed them, and they expired horribly. Expired from a horrible, horrible, horrible case of cancer. I sure did curse them because you shouldn't be out here SAing children. I sure did. It's possible you did. It's possible you did. And if you did, good, 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 good. Where they supposed to be at. So yeah, that's what you use it for that type of work. That type of work. That type of work. Yup. Are we ever getting off this train? I don't know, are we? But yeah, so yeah, let me go. Oh, he got concurrent life sentences. Look at God. Look at God. I am so happy to hear that this abuser got concurrent life sentences. Look at God. See, we got to be out here doing the right work. But yeah, so. Well, they keep bringing up different points and I'm seeing different questions. So I'm kind of like asking them. I mean, answering them, Kev. But yeah, um, yeah, we're gonna get off. But yeah, so girl, yeah, I'm so happy. I'm so happy to hear it. I am so happy he ain't never getting out. I am so happy to hear that. Good. You stay your ass in there. Stay your ass in there. But yeah, all right, for real. I'm gonna go. I love you all. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. We'll be back tomorrow. I'm gonna try and pull up some different things so you all understand what you're looking at. And we'll go from there. I love you all. Take care. Bye-bye.